In this video, we are going to solve this question using a probability grid. Okay, so the question reads, a red die and a blue die are rolled. Construct a probability grid to show the possible outcomes. Okay, and then B, they're saying use your probability grid to find the probability of getting the same score on both dice. And then 2, a sum of 9 if the results are added together. 3, a product of 36 if the results are multiplied. And then 4, both even numbers. Okay, so here we've been given a blue and a red die. Okay, so we have a red die here. Okay, and then we also have a blue die. Okay, so it's important to know that on the die you have the numbers 1 to 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then even on this other die you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so for us to construct a probability grid to show the possible outcomes, we have to do this. Okay, we are going to put the red die in the horizontal rows, and then this blue die we're going to put it in the vertical columns. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to say this red die has 1. Okay, I think let me write it a bit on top there because we need a lot of space. So the red die has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, and then the blue die as well. Okay, it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, so let me reduce the font a bit. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, so this is the blue die, this is the red die. Okay, so what will happen if you are rolling those two dice at the same time? Okay, it means that one die might land on the 1, okay, and then the other one might land on the 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, it can be any type of number. So what we are going to have here now is that here in on this one and this one, it can land 1, 1. Okay, meaning on the first die, which is the red die, it has stopped on 1, and then on the blue die it has also stopped on 1. So you get 1, 1 on both of those. Or it can be that the blue die has 1 but the red has 2, or it can be the blue die has 1, the red has 3. So just like that. So we are going to fill in all this, and what we have here is what we call as a grid. So here it can be 2 and then there 1. Here it can be 2, 2, so that would be 2, 2, 2, 3, so that would be 2, 3, 2, 4. So just like that we can fill in the entire grid here. So here it means I have 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Here I have 3, 4, 3, 5. Okay, what am I writing now? That is the 4. So this will be 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, and then 4, 6. Okay, here it will be 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, and then 5, 6. And then there we are going to have 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, and then 6, 4, and then 6, 5, and then 6, 6. So what we've drawn here is what we are calling as the probability grid. Okay, so from this grid now we can answer all these questions that are following there. So the first one, they are saying find the probability of getting the same score on both dice. Okay, so if we are getting the same score on both dice, it means we are getting 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Okay, so to find that probability, we are just going to say the probability of getting the same score on both dice is equals to how many of these okay, have landed on the same score. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then how many possible outcomes do we have here? So the number of possible outcomes, just multiply 6 multiplied by 6, which will give you what? 36. Or if you want, you can count all these here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until you reach here, it will be 36. So the probability of the same score will just be 6 divided by what? The 36 there. Okay, so let's find that probability. Okay, so we're going to say probability of the same score is just going to be equals to, we've counted them there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 divided by total the total number of possible outcomes, just 36. So you can reduce this, it will be 1 over 6. So this here will be the probability for the same score. Right, so that's how we can find that one. And then the other one, they're saying find the probability that the sum, or find the probability that the landing of those two dice, okay, will be such that when you add those numbers, they will give you 9. Okay, so we just look at this grid here. Which numbers can give us a 9? So I have 6 and 3. If I add, I get 9. 5 and 4. If I add, I get 9. 4 and 5. If I add, I get 9. 6 and 6. If I add, I get what? 9. Okay, so which means that how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4. So the probability that the sum, okay, that the sum is 9 is just going to be equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 divided by the total number of outcomes here, which is just 36. So this is going to be equals to 4 over 36. We can reduce it, so a number that can go into 4 without leaving a remainder. Okay, the 4 itself can go there one time, and then the 4 into the 36, it will just be 9. So here is the probability that the sum on those two dice, okay, will just be what? 9. Okay, so 1 over 9, that's the probability for the second part. And then let's look at the third part. Okay, so the third part now, we have another condition. So on the third part, they're saying those two dice, okay, when you get those numbers, okay, on those two dice, you should have a product of 36. Okay, product of 36. So the one that gives a product of 36 is just this one here, the 6 and the 6. If you multiply 6 and 6, you get 36. That's all. Okay, if you multiply any other here, you won't get any. So it means the probability, okay, that the product is 36 will just going to be equals to 1 over 36. So this is the answer there. Okay, and then let's look at the last one. So the last one, they're saying find use your probability grid. Okay, use your probability grid to find the probability of getting both even numbers. So both even numbers means that those numbers, okay, should be divisible by 2. So let's circle those that have even numbers on both. So we have 2 and 2, those are even numbers. We have 2 and 6. We have okay, we have 4 and 2. We have 2 and 4. Okay, we also have 4 and 4. We have 4 and 6. We have 6 and 2, 6 and 6, and then 6 and 4. Okay, so those are the parts where you have both of those numbers being what? Even. So let's count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it means the probability, okay, that both numbers are even. So probability that both numbers are even will just be equals to, we've counted these, they are 9, so that would be 9 divided by, then the total is just 36. So we reduce this. So 9 into 9 is 1, 9 into 36 is 4. So your answer is 1 over what? 4. So this is our answer on the the fourth part there. So that's it for this video. If you'd like to register for our online classes, check the link in the description.